Welcome to the new van build. So I was so excited to show you guys how we switched the bed platform around or side to side laying now. Sometimes it gets a little uncomfortable because I'm pretty tall, but I normally just stretch my legs over to this part and put a pillow on this counter and that we're good to go. Did the gaming area with the gaming chair. Now this was very important to me. I've always wanted to bring my hobby into van life. When we want to cook, we do have to move some of this stuff off to complete our cooking, but it's not that big of a deal. This is where I can video edit now. Just have a really awesome place to relax and play games wherever we're at. Now, some of you might wonder, how am I powering all of this? Currently, right now, I'm parked outside of my dad's on the side of the house. I had to come here, check on and make sure everything was good. So right now I'm hooked up to shore power. But when we're out and about in the woods or city dwelling or anything like that, I'm about to show you guys the setup that we have to be able to power all this stuff easily. So as you can see in here, 200 watt battery. So we have a 200 watt hour battery in here, which is hooked up to solar. All this solar stuff right here, which is hooked up to solar panels on top. Solar panels that we have on top of the roof, they're 2 solar panels and they're 200 watts each, so that's 400 watts of solar that comes into that battery. That's not the only battery system I have in here though. We also have a Jackery 1000 plus and a Westinghouse 1000. This 1000 that I do have, it's kind of broken, so it's not working very well. It is what it is. Other one we have is a Jackery 1000 Plus that actually won on a giveaway. I was watching Chrome Van City Van Life. Sorry for the beeping. I'm on Discord right now. I had just entered one of his giveaways and it was a $1,000 Jackery gift card and we won. And so it was really awesome and we got the Jackery 1000 Plus. With eventually about to add 2 more expansion packs onto that Jackery, so then total we'll have 3,000 watts on the Jackery, 1,000 from the Westinghouse, and another 2,000 on the house battery that charges from solar. When we charging the Jackery and the Westinghouse, we can actually hook it up to our solar system from the solar panels and charge them that way. So we don't even need to worry about shore power. We can do that if we want to. This current setup that I have with just the Jackery 1000, the Westinghouse 1000, like I said, is only working like 20%. And then the house battery, we could probably run this whole setup for about, I would say, probably 2 days on just everything turned on and going without any solar or recharging. Spiky, hi. You want to come say hi? Come say hi. Easy boyki, you can say hi. Spikey wanted to come say hi to guys. So this is where I would put my pillow to lay. So right here is our bed. So I lay on this side because I need my CPAP machine and I'll run my legs this way if I have to when I'm uncomfortable. That's another thing I have. I have a CPAP machine. Main lights that you see on right now are running off that house battery we have too. So that's a 2,000 watt, 200 watt hour battery. Honestly, I'm not very good at that kind of stuff, like all the math that's up on here on how I have to do it. I need to put a percentage thing that will just show me the percentage of the battery. Also, what you can do is you can run a DC to DC charger, hook it up to your car alternator, and that is what I definitely need to do, so then this thing is charging whenever we're driving, because we drive a lot because we're doing delivery jobs, and sometimes we don't have solar, so I don't really want to use this house battery unless I absolutely need to, because then I'm not going to be able to run my lights up here or the max air fan that we have. If you want to deal with the solar and all this crazy setup thing, that is definitely a way to go, and it's more cheaper. So if you get like that battery, you get all the solar panels and everything, and just have a house battery and not have the Jackery and all that stuff, it's probably the cheapest way to go. I do highly recommend Jackery products though. I'm not sponsored or anything by them, just because you think about it. So I had a Jackery 500 that lasted me almost 3 years of non-stop use. These Jackery, if the Jackery 1000 Plus and the 2 expansion packs I'm about to get for it lasts me 3 or 4 years, the price I'm paying for that is still cheaper than where I would have been paying for electricity in a house or an apartment. So I did the math. If you're the average in the United States at least is about $140. You times that by 3 years, and it comes out almost cheaper or almost around the same price as the Jackery products, depending on what products you're getting, right? Like the Jackery 6000, and you dump 6,000 on it. If you can do that, do that. But if you're on, I think if you're on a budget, or even if you're not on a budget, a good option would to go is a house battery with the solar setup on the roof. I mean, it's good, but just get that DC to DC charger so you can charge off your car's alternator when you don't have a whole lot of solar. So like the next couple days, we're about to get a huge snowstorm in Colorado. They're talking about 10 inches of snow. It's gonna be cloudy, nasty weather. So if I want to play games and chill in here and do all my video editing, I need another way to charge my battery systems, right? Because I can't rely on solar. Another great way, another reason why I like the Jackery is because it's portable. So I can take it out of my van, and I asked, so Planet Fitness allows this, Anytime Fitness allows it, truck stops. So I've gone into those kind of places and be like, hey, I'm really low on battery right now. I'm like, can I charge my solar generator on your guys' like outlet over there? And they're so cool with it. Like I've brought it into the bathroom with me at Anytime and asked the gym manager, and he's like, oh yeah, charge it in there while you're taking a shower. I don't care. Charged it fully. I've used Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness was really cool too. I went to Planet Fitness. I was like, hey, during my workout, can I put this behind the desk and charge up? Like I'm really running low on solar, and I have a CPAP machine and really need it. And they're like, yeah, no problem. So I charged my system up. You'll find ways, and that's what I liked about the Jackery. It was like I can just do that, and I didn't have to really rely on 100% solar that way. Oh. So yeah, right now when we're just chilling at my dad's or somewhere. Hey, Spikey, you're in the way. Hey, bud, you're in the way. Oh, I don't think they want to see that, buddy. They don't need to be seeing your junk on there. So when you're parked at a family's house or some doing laundry, like right now I can hook up to shore power. I'm doing some laundry in here to make sure everything's okay, and even if I wanted to, I can stay here tonight. And you know what? That might not be a bad plan, but I still got to hit the gym later. So I just wanted to come on here and kind of just show a little bit of my solar setup and show you guys. So if you guys have any questions, comment down below about this gaming setup. Everything you need. My fridge runs off the Jackery. Everything pretty much runs off the Jackery right now. The Wincing house I have back there is only running about 25%, so I actually have the fridge connected to it, but that Wincing house will die within like a few days just running the fridge, and it's only running like 25-50%. I do not recommend them. I've had it for a year and it's like already dying, so I don't recommend them. Definitely recommend Jackery, or I've heard Blue Eddy is good. There's a bunch of different good ones out there. It all really depends on what you want. Do you want something more portable where like, hey man, I have another vehicle, maybe I want to have my Jackery system in my van, and then I can take my Jackery out and bring it with me. Say if you have a 4Runner and then you go further in the mountains, then you can take your Jackery. It's like more portable than having this whole solar setup system that's separate from when I have like the Jackery and all that stuff right now. But yeah, it's great. I'm gonna get to play some games. I don't know what game I'm gonna play. Thought about re-downloading Fortnite. Oh, and it also runs my Starlink. So this whole system right now is connected to my Starlink. My Starlink is connected to solar too, the Jackery and all that, and it runs everything perfectly fine. If I were to run the Xbox, run the laptop, run the TV, run the fridge, run the Starlink. What else do I have in here that takes electricity? Run the fan that I have back here. It probably would kill my Jackery 1000 in probably about 4 hours. But that's still pretty good. I mean, that's still pretty good. You add the 2 expansion packs on there, that's another 1,000, that's another 1,000. That 4 hours just turned into, what, 12 hours of fully running everything? And you don't even really necessarily need to be fully running everything all the time, right? You can unplug my Xbox. I don't need to be using the fan right now. Just all those kind of things kind of taking place, and you're gonna have to budget your electricity depending on what kind of system you have. If you have like a good amount of money to put in your system, if you do your house batteries and just have a bunch of house batteries and they're charging off solar and DC to DC, you can go for a very long time with this kind of setup. Like I've seen people with these kind of setups and they're able to game. They're able to game like 8 to 12 hours, have all their lights going, all their stuff going, and they still have power left over. A lot of it too. So it's all really what you're gonna need. Are you gonna want to try to use like air fryers? Are you gonna want to try to use like electrical? Sorry, the plane's flying over. Do you want to try to use like electrical stoves? And it all depends on what you are gonna need. I 100% think you should start in a van, basic, bare bones. Start with the bed, then go from there and start building how things you're going to want and what necessary things you think you're going to need. Start with maybe a Jackery 1000 plus so you can just charge all your devices and all that stuff, and then you can charge the Jackery off your car battery by plugging it into a cigarette lighter. That's what's really cool about that too. So honestly, just start in basic bare bones, then start building. That's kind of like I kind of did in this van. I kind of just threw it together and just kind of basic and kind of see how I wanted things. And now I'm kind of going full out, right? So, yep, got to add the Jackery 1000 expansion packs, 2 of them, and then just have this main house battery, which is another 2,000 watts. That's like, so what? So that'd be we'd have like 5,000 watts of power. So yeah, we'll be rocking and rolling after that. Oh, look how cute. My little gaming buddy is just sleeping. And when I just want to switch over and play Xbox, I just unplug the HDMI cable from my laptop and turn on my Xbox. So I play a lot of sports games on Xbox. Kind of switching more to a PC player. Used to play Xbox all the time, but I really like being able to have more graphics, better graphics, higher performance on my laptop compared to my Xbox. And then a lot of my friends are on PC, so I get to game with them as well. So my Xbox right now is mainly just for sports games and like games I want to get all the achievements for, because I'm at like 338,000 achievement points. Games like Grand Theft Auto Online that I've already worked really hard on, I don't want to start over on PC. And of course, when the new GTA game comes out, that's not going to be on PC. That's going to be on the new consoles. So I'll keep my Xbox for that stuff. But yeah, so my setup, pretty cool, pretty simple. Can run for hours. The only thing that does get super hot in here, so like right now it's 79 degrees and it is, I think it's 38 degrees outside. 38 degrees outside and it is 79 degrees inside with no heater. And that is because how good of this van is very well insulated with spray foam and other foam boards, and it is sprayed all, it's just so well insulated. And then all the heat from the electronics, I don't even need the heater. I just run this stuff while, and we're good, we have heat. But I'm gonna play a little bit of Xbox before we take off to the gym. Can I help you, ma'am?
Yes.
What would you like help with? Oh, our blankets are done.
Well, I put in the dryer like 5 times and it won't dry one spot, so.
Pretty much it for this video. It's just a really short video. Just kind of wanted to show you guys the new setup, kind of talk about the solar system, and kind of just show you guys the new setup in the van. Very super excited about it. We're going to do a lot of awesome trips this year, and we're going to spend a lot of time in the mountains in this van and in the 4Runner. It's going to be really awesome. We have a big snowstorm coming, so We don't know yet if we're going to take the 4Runner up into the mountains, about 25 inches of snow that they're supposed to get, or we're just going to chill down here in the city in the van. But you guys will know here in the next probably 4 days or so when I edit a video and post it. But alright guys, I gotta head to the gym, and we'll see you guys on the next video. And thank you guys so much for all the support. And if you guys consider subscribing to the channel, it would help so much. And you guys have been so awesome. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers. Our watch hours have been really starting to go up too. So once we hit that 4,000 watch hours and that 1,000 subscribers, we'll be on the official partner, and that's going to be so awesome and huge for us. And thank you guys so much for all the support. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
I felt that.